Hey guys, and welcome to our review of Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. We're going to be covering episode 31. Sorry we haven't been reviewing this for a while, but since Toku's on a break, we figured, why not do this? So let's just jump right into episode 31. Jordan, what was your, initial thoughts on this episode? We didn't introduce ourselves. Hold up, shut up. I'm the Cinder Blaze, and with me today...
I'm Strange Words.
All right.
Yeah, we did it. We're the best. Okay. Anyways, initial thoughts on the episode? I mean, it was a decent episode. Here's the thing. I've never watched the original Naruto much, so I can't compare the overall quality of episodes. So I don't know how this measures up to original Naruto in terms of just general episodes. Is it? It seemed okay to me, but I don't know if this is above average. Relatively.
Yeah, I think for the original Naruto we had higher stakes in a sense, because at this point in time we're having this Abusa arc, which is kind of mirrored in this arc because they're at the Hidden Mist as opposed to fighting someone from the Hidden Mist. I mean, they are fighting someone from the Hidden Mist.
Yeah.
But
they're fighting someone from the Hidden Mist in the Hidden Mist village. Whoa.
Yeah, and this guy is, even though they are fighting one of the seven swordsmen, they're kind of knockoffs at this point, and they're just kind of kids starting a little riot, even though they probably have some, shady backing that...
They're kind of, sort of, somewhat threatening, and even knockoff Seven Swordsmen are kind of annoying, but at the same time, none of them were really too crazy. The biggest threat this episode, in my opinion, was just Samaheda, or however they pronounce it.
Yeah, the shark sword. When he actually consumed the dude. I thought the Mizukage would actually have to go in and stop that, but apparently no one's really that strong in this universe anymore.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just nah. I need to train the younger generation or something like that.
No, I'm referring to what's this, Shizuma, when he's possessed by the shark thing. He wasn't that much of a threat. I mean, Kaguya could handle him, and he could barely use the sword.
Yeah. The power level is pretty dang low right now, despite the fact that I feel like they could up it a bit more to show off Boruto's strength, because I feel like Boruto's pretty decently strong right now, but he doesn't really get to show that off much because it's a lot more focused on team aspects from what I'm seeing right now, as opposed to Naruto, where it's look at Naruto, he's got the tail beast. Look at him solo this incredible enemy.
Yeah, but the teamwork was actually pretty cool. Him and Mitsuki, Yeah. I actually enjoy seeing them fight together. We didn't really get to see that in we did with Naruto and Sasuke.
Mm-hmm.
But, that felt a lot more, just natural, even though we haven't really seen them we've seen them interact. We haven't really seen them fight. Okay, we have seen them fight. I don't know what I'm saying.
You haven't seen them fight with this much coordination before because they haven't needed that much coordination before.
Yeah, I guess this time we actually have a more threatening villain, and we actually have a villain, as opposed to previous where Shino Sensei was just kind of possessed, so he wasn't a true villain. It was just he's gone berserk, and Mitsuki just happened to have the tool set to just deal with that.
Yeah, it's, I really can't say much bad or good about this episode. I'm just it's just an episode for the most part. It's
but it's the climax for this arc.
It's the climax for this arc. The animation was okay. There wasn't anything terrible about it. It was just all right.
I actually really like how they handled the animation in this episode, because usually for a lot of filler, when they do go into the action scenes, it's still kind of choppy. But this one, at least for the more important fight scenes, they actually do have it a lot more fluid. And then they do still have the choppy fight scenes, but since this is a long running anime, I expect them to be super budget with some things. I'm just at least they spend it in some portions of this.
Don't worry. I've watched Dragon Ball Super. I know about when you have to cut budget. Don't I know? Okay.
Yeah. And for like nostalgia sake, like if you look at the old Naruto fights, when he's not going nine-tailed fox, berserk, it's not like the animation isn't that it doesn't have to be like that fluid. Like in the older styles, it worked kind of just, the animation being a little bit more slower because just seeing the giant water dragons and stuff like that was enough.
Yeah.
I feel like back then. For now, when like Boruto was doing his gentle fist and like the wind palm technique, that looked pretty freaking neat. Yeah. Can't go too strong with him now because he's not even a genin yet. That's kind of.
Wait, I thought. Oh wait, no, he's just going to Ninja Academy. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't really mind power levels being, kind of obscured in this portion because we've had, or not. I don't think obscured is like the right term, but I'm fine with Boruto being like stronger than some like regular, Chunin or maybe Jonin.
Yeah. Not
Jonin. I mean, that guy looks like a Chunin.
Well, no, he's technically strong. Like, I think Mitsuki is stronger than, well, no, not about stronger than Shino, but I'm pretty sure, like, they could hold their own against Shonen.
Yeah.
No. Which is a really weird thing to say when you think about it. Just like, Boruto is not even a genin, and he is already this strong. And then somehow, in the future, Naruto dies, and Boruto is fighting on par with the guy who killed. So that's just, Well,
Boruto is pretty strong in his own respect, like compared to like the other people. He's not like Naruto, who's like the worst in his class. Also, we've had Itachi and Kakashi, who we've known were super strong when they were young. Like, I think Itachi was like Anbu level, and so was Kakashi when they were like, 6 or 7.
But I'm not sure. Was it really that young?
Yeah, they were hella young.
Dang.
I know Itachi for sure. I think he, maybe for Itachi he was around 13, but even then, that's still pretty young for that power level. So, what else did we... Oh, we didn't really talk about Kaguya and the sword too much. They made that sword look boring. What the hell? Like, you gotta flesh it out a little bit.
I don't... Like, here's the thing. All of the swords, besides, some head of the shark sword, they're all kind of just...
Yeah,
did they touch on them in original Naruto? Because I don't remember them getting touched upon that much. Like, I think maybe the explosive one got touched upon, but besides that, I don't think so.
The lightning one, that was in a filler arc, and the one person, the daughter who is using it in this arc, referenced that filler arc in Naruto, where Naruto actually does beat Raiga. So that was pretty... that was a really neat throwback. But I don't think we really got to see the sword that Kaguya was supposed to be using. I think Chojuro used that back in Shippuden, but we didn't really get much of Chojuro, except like if you watched a lot of the filler. I mean, I don't think I remember it all too much. And then what else? The sewing string one. I think I remember a manga panel about it.
Okay.
That's it. But like that is a sword that is doomed to be meh.
Yeah.
Unless like it's like going for the gore factor. Aside from that, it's not doing much. My personal favorite out of besides Samehada is the one with like the axe, like the mallet and the blade, where you're supposed to be breaking the swords. I just find that kind of cool. Aside from that, I didn't really care too much about these villains.
Yeah,
but we do have like a valuable asset.
Yeah, we have a new potential ally / team member / person who can die later on, maybe.
Yeah, Nakama obtained. I mean, they can use him for future stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that he's Mizukage in the future, unless he dies, which
it's possible.
Yeah, it's a high. Out of all the characters we have so far, excluding Naruto and Sasuke, because they're just weird. He has like probably the highest chance of dying because people care about his character the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing that I wanted to just touch on, it's I loved how much Ninja Uno was referenced in this episode.
Yeah, that was a bit heavy-handed, and I couldn't like empathize with that Talk no Jutsu as much as a Naruto Talk no Jutsu.
Yeah, because it's like, oh man, he played Uno with us. Yeah.
Yo, where's a dude who played Uno with us? It's like, that was one time. And Kaguya's been kind of dealing with this, trauma for how long?
Ever since I think it's like at least more than 5 years, because he looked pretty young in the flashback.
Yeah, he's probably like Boruto's age. So it's probably like 2 or 3 years, honestly. Because Kaguya's like barely older than them. Which is still kind of weird, but whatever.
Yep.
Oh, and like the background stuff about like the what was it? Like they're like illegally contacting other people for the rebellion. That was handled kind of just like poorly.
They just hand waved it basically.
Yeah, like apparently the previous Mizukage just like, oh, I got the intel and I'm gonna punish them all. Punish all of them. I kind of hope that like it wouldn't get resolved completely. Like their backers would just back off a little bit, and they'll still be doing like their shady stuff in the background, just so we can like revisit them, and kind of like have a conflict going on.
Well, based off the manga, I think the backers are the same people that are doing the shady stuff in the manga, but I don't know because the manga is really different from the anime. So
we're not like at the point of the manga because it's like the prequel almost.
Oh, it's that far? I thought it was anime was significantly later, but all right.
Yeah, like they're not getting yet, so maybe they will, maybe they won't. Because I kind of prefer like the route the anime's going, just like thoroughly exploring the universe. Mm-hmm. But we haven't really hit a major conflict. Like we had some in this arc, but didn't really delve too much into it. It was just kind of like a villain of the week, kind of just like forced reason for them to fight each other.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I enjoyed the fights. I like Boruto a lot. I feel like he's kind of like Naruto, but he's kind of not.
How do I describe him? This may sound a bit unfair to Naruto, but he's a less obnoxious Naruto.
Yeah, like Naruto is super underdoggy.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like constantly putting him down just so he can like prove them all wrong, and they just do that in like they used to do that a lot in the filler arcs. It's just like, oh, who's this like nobody, and then he makes a friendship, and then he shows off for that new friend, and they're like, oh my god, you're like the coolest guy ever, I hope you become Hokage, and he's like, yeah, I will. He does. But for Boruto, he doesn't give off that vibe.
Yeah, he's more like, I'm gonna become my own person and prove myself and escape the shadow of my parents. Or well, just Naruto mostly, because I don't think Kanana's done anything too crazy.
She ate a lot of ramen.
That's true.
That's pretty. That's pretty crazy. She also got Neji killed. I still got that salt.
Okay.
All right. I think that's. Do you have any final thoughts on this episode?
Not particularly. Don't think there's much left to cover.
All right. Well, neither do I. So I think this wraps up our review. Make sure to look down at the description down below. There's probably tons of social media links that you can just spend a few minutes on. I mean, honestly, it's not gonna take you that long. I think we also have a link to our Discord chat. Please click that because we hate using Skype and would prefer using that.
Yeah, we'd like to migrate one day. It'd be nice.
Fully. So, and also, give us your thoughts about this episode. And here's my question for the week. I mean, we don't ever do this, but I'm kind of curious. Who do you think is going to be the next Nakama that Boruto is going to make in the next arc? Because, like, we had this thing with Naruto where everyone was every friend Naruto made was kind of just like ostracized by everyone in their village. I feel like if Boruto has this this like theme where he befriends all the children of like famous people in the past, and they're just like, break away from your past and your family. I have a strong inkling that's gonna happen, but if you guys have your own theories, make sure to leave that down in the comment section down below. Alright, that's it for us. Bye.
Bye.